Alright, we are live. Hello everyone. Hello Board of Heart. Hello Anomaly Documentaries. Good to see you both. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone is doing well today. I apologize for the slight delay. Had to set everything up, make sure everything's all good and dandy on everything. So we are going to stream the Philadelphia Eagles at Seattle Seahawks tonight. So get this show on the road. Don't forget to hit that like button, share it out, let everybody know that I am live. I would really appreciate it. Here we go.
Tonight, from Lumen Field in Seattle, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. And it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry.
I did it on purpose. Don't worry.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Right out of the gates, here's Smith.
And this is, oh my goodness.
I went to a live stream last night after I streamed and tried to learn a few tips and pointers. So
who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, You want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
Okay, so you can basically... Okay, cool.
So the
Okay,
line
cool.
of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Gino.
Oh, come
And
on.
this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
They run with a second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Nice hit.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
There we go.
And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Willie Disley, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You got it figured out by the goal
Too
line.
easy.
This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he's up to the 40-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him, try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him, a fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing is Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Geno now to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Straight ahead, Walker. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Here's Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Tyler Lockett, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown.
Did that make it? I mean, I don't know. I know. Sorry to make everybody out. Let's see here. Yeah, I made it through. Okay. It's hard to tell sometimes.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be he's stopped up at the 25. The Eagles and Jalen Hurts heading back to work. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number two, maybe they actually have the lead.
There's Tyler Lockett and the rest of his Seattle teammates coming out for the next possession.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Following the fumble recovery, Smith.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And a high throw there as this is knocked away.
I'm just trying something out. That's okay. All right.
All over, continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball, but oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
I'll stop messing around.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Smith. That is caught.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Smith throwing again.
Fighting to stay upright. That's complete to Disley, the tight
That
end.
was weird.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, handoff to And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Geno. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Myers' kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 48 yards. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
55 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Smith on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. DK Metcalf, 44 yards. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league. So they decided
passing game's on fire tonight.
As they headed into the half, and they got
Either that, I'm just that good tonight. I don't know.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is now 24. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
They're going to field goal now.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards.
There.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo.
Nice.
It's a 58-yard attempt. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime report. It was the former comeback player of the year, Geno Smith, who was sharp in the first half. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Out
come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. So the completion good for 7 there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
On the option left, it's Hurts.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection. And the Seahawks had a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
They accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Here's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Powerful running. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On second down, a run with Dallas. He gets away from one, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. To throw is Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Play action. It's Smith. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Dallas up the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Back to Walker on 1st down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Again, it's Walker. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
after the sack here, 2nd and 11. Back to throw here.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 24-yard line. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick,
so I think I'm going to go ahead and
they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the
a minute 16 left. I got the ball.
93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And they will take a knee here.
And just let the clock run out. That's what I was looking for. Might as well.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ball game.
So the victory here for Seattle, and I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people to think they were going to pull this one off. But give them credit for playing not just a smart football game, but one where they were going to be physical about the whole thing. They put up their fists and said, let's fight, and showed their crowd that they were into this one.
And then that's the thing, the crowd responded. They were really good in this game.
Yeah, they were not going to be pushed around. They were not going to be intimidated. They refused to back down and came away with a victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Alright, so yes, it is a shorter stream tonight. Hope you all enjoyed watching. I had fun. I will be live once again on Tuesday night for the annual panel stream at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Hope you all can join me. And then I will see you again for another edition of Madden 24 gameplay on Thursday night. And then we'll just go from there. Y'all have a good night. Appreciate you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, share it out, comment down below. You know the deal. Y'all have a great night. Great day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all on the next one. Take care, everybody. Much love.